This exercise is called a farmer's march. So I'm going to preface this and say it's going to look simple and straightforward, but when done correctly and with the right technique and intention, this is an incredibly powerful exercise that I use in rehabbing a lot of different injuries, everything from the foot, sometimes all the way up into the shoulders. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 2 dumbbells. I don't want you to start too light. For most people, 25 pounds, even if you're not used to resistance training, is a decent place to start, because that's actually like a relatively common load outside the gym. You know, a heavy grocery bag, a suitcase might be about 25 pounds, and so we want to be able to create stability with a weight that's meaningful. And also I find, as you'll see when I start, that having a little bit of load, it's going to magnify any instabilities that I have, but in a way that my brain automatically wants to correct in the right ways. So it kind of gives the brain something to work towards, whereas if it's too light, you're just going to be kind of, flinging your legs around. So I'm going to start with 30s here. I actually recently sprained my ankle, so you'll see some differences side to side that I think might help you with your technique. So I'm first going to grab these. I'm going to lock my core in, meaning I'm squeezing my ribs down. I don't want to extend there. Once I do that, I want to squeeze my shoulder blades back so I get some good postural strength. And then the exercise is to hold this position. I'm going to come up, staying tall to the ceiling. Then as I come down, my forefoot's touching first, and I'm just kissing or gently touching the heel down. And you'll see on this left side, I'm a little bit unstable here, but I'm going to try and stick this position, and then forefoot first, just kissing the heel down. And as I back on my left, I really want to shift here. And so my thought is to just stay tall to the ceiling, shoulders back, limiting any wobble. And I also don't want to be curling or grasping for life with my toes, but trying to keep things balanced. So again, from a foot-ankle perspective, what I often see with injuries of the whole lower extremity is that as we go, people tend to kind of come out like this, or the knee drops in. It can be a cause of some bunions to not have a straight toe off, or as people come to toe off, they get super wobbly. And so as we add some weight, there's really no way to do this and stay upright unless I have the proper mechanics. Because if I shift out this way, kind of in the direction that maybe you would sprain an ankle, then immediately I'm going to feel that. So the weight in some ways is corrective as much as it is strengthening. So that's a breakdown of the farmer's march, one of my favorite exercises for a lot of different injuries. If you just have one dumbbell, same technique, but we can just hold it on one side, and I'd call that a suitcase.